wooden cross and the death of another historical figure mean for you and for me? What is the point of the crucifixion if this is just another man who claimed to be a teacher and turned a few men into preachers while he was nailed up and left to bleed? Why should that matter to you and to me when this man, Jesus, seemed to go so willingly to his death? What kind of king is that who would suffer the pain, the rejection, the darkness, the brutality? Is this just another religious formality that Christians cling to when they can't face the reality of the world we live in? It's not easy for you and for me to understand the mystery of what nails in his hands and feet are supposed to mean, but it's all because of you and me. God looked down and he saw people like you and like me, and he saw that evil was having its way. Sins of the people were racking up a bill that was too big to be paid. No offerings, no money, no deeds, no sacrifices were going to keep us from the payment we owe for all the vices, for all the evil things we let entice us to be our own gods, to make our own truth, to say, I'll do what's best for me, and you do what's best for you. But unlike you and me, God can do what we'd expect him to. He looked out at you and me and said, somebody's got to pay the penalty. And since you can never, on your own strength, have it be done, I'll sacrifice my only son. See, he knew the only way, the only chance for adequate pay was for someone who was perfectly good to do what only a perfect person could, take the penalty for our sins. Pay the bill for you and for me, because no amount of good deeds is going to set us free when you stand us next to someone so holy, so good, so righteous. This fact that Christ died for you and for me, I don't think we understand the gravity of what that means. It means God, who was also a father, like this father here, you see, sent his child, his precious and beloved offspring, to a world that rejected him and made their own ways of covering up sin. He so loved us that he put his own child on a cross. And that father suffered the deepest pain that anyone can, to watch your own child suffer at the hands of evil man. His own child hung on a cross because God didn't count you and me as a loss. What kind of love would that take? What father on earth would be willing to make that kind of sacrifice? Not you, not me. Are you starting to see the kind of love that God must have for you and for me? Because ultimately, he's given us an invitation to believe in Jesus and do away with condemnation for transformation. See, God saw the problem of our salvation and he answered with life in the resurrection. So the question for you and for me is whether we will accept a love so deep that God would have his own son suffer and die out of love for you and for me.